Okay, hear me out. So, is the Max Crosby trade to the Ravens just a worse Micah Parsons deal to the Packers? Bear with me on this. So, as we know, like 2 weeks before the NFL season actually began, the Packers traded for Micah Parsons for the 2026 and 2027 first round picks. And granted, Micah Parsons was on an expiring contract. Great. But you gotta think that the Ravens would have traded for Max Crosby before the case, or just any NFL team for that matter, before the 2026 NFL season, because they gave up the same compensation that the Packers gave for Micah Parsons just for Max Crosby, and they didn't even get him for an entire season. Like Micah Parsons did for his expiring contract before his new contract actually begins in Green Bay. So that's just leading me to think that even though Max Crosby signed that 3-year extension deal with Las Vegas prior to that season in general, even before that season, in the offseason, before Max Crosby signed that extension, which surprisingly was like almost exactly a year ago from today, you would have to think that an NFL team like the Ravens, if they were even interested in a player of Max Crosby's caliber in the first place, would have signed him then and given him an extension, possibly even less than what he's currently getting paid from the dime of what Las Vegas did, and now carried over to the Ravens. It's just a whole conundrum of, could they have gotten him for even cheaper for an actually contending team or not? And it's just very chaotic in that way. So now the Ravens are in cap hell. I believe they're in the negative for cap space, so they're going to have to let go of players. That probably even takes away Tyler Linderbaum getting re signed. So good job, Ravens. You just screwed yourself over with that. Uh, in relation to pretty much any compensation. You're not going to get Lamar Jackson any weapons. The best that you're going to get is like an older veteran. If you think that you're going to get Romeo Dobbs or Tyreek Hill during the offseason, Alec Pierce maybe, you're foolish. You're not getting them. So, honestly, in terms of grading for this trade, I'm completely giving the Las Vegas Raiders an A+ in this trade. They deserve it. They're gonna get their new franchise QB, who could or couldn't work out. It really depends. I think that Fernando Mendoza, he's gonna do great in the NFL. Ton of respect to him, and you can get a weapon for him at the 14th overall pick. And if anything, you can keep trading up for a player if two of the three best wide receivers, that being Makai Lemon, Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, are off the board. You're at least going to get one of those players for your franchise QB. So that works out great for them. And the Baltimore Ravens, okay, I guess you're just not drafting for a while. And that's kind of how the Packers are feeling right now, even after that Parsons injury, which we can't base any grades or any type of trade analysis based on injuries, because that's just unfortunate, and we all wish those players a speedy recovery. But you just got to wonder why you would trade for a player with such a big contract. Uh, will it pan out in the future? We'll see. But it just seems like title or bust this year, even with a new head coach. But the future is pretty much dead. It's not even a fuck those picks type of strategy that the Rams are doing. You're saying fuck those picks and then some uh, for a guy who's not completely a young buck anymore. Definitely not like up there in age. TJ Watt, I believe, is older. But in terms of draft, you gotta find the right people in the draft. And if you guys were scared that the draft's in Pittsburgh and you didn't want to get booed on stage, like the Browns will be twice and the Bengals will at least be once, then good on you, I guess. But as a Steeler fan, I'm giving the Ravens trade probably a C minus. That I don't think it was great in the slightest. But as an unbiased NFL fan, I'm gonna say it was a B. You keeping title contention for the rest of this season. You got your guy. You beat out a bunch of other teams for that. Uh, Dallas, they tried to get the Micah picks for older, uh, higher contract guy. So good job, Ravens. You beat the Cowboys. Who hasn't? But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this trade. Good job. Good job to the Raiders. You did what you needed to do to rebuild for the future. And Ravens, you're still the Ratbirds.